okay, the 2012 election is over and we're already talking about another election. What are you, crazy? I can't help it. I'm sorry. That's what we do here at LobbyandH.com and The Telegraph. And this U.S. Senate seat is going to be a fascinating race. We saw this past week with the first kind of horse race poll that came out that senior U.S. Senator Jeanne Shaheen is in pretty solid position for re-election. A mock trial heat with that would be a rematch with former U.S. Senator John E. Sununu had Shaheen leading by 12 percentage points. It was done by a left-leaning organization. You have to keep that in mind. But I think any independent poll would show Shaheen in strong position, but not in unenviable position. 2014, probably going to be a swing back year. It's going to be a midterm for the president. Also, keep in mind, the Democrats on Capitol Hill are defending a lot more Senate seats in 2014 than they just did. And they're defending them in red states, unlike New Hampshire. That's what's going to make it possible that New Hampshire may not be a top 10 targeted U.S. Senate seat for the big outside money cash that comes in. Senator Shaheen is one of the most gifted politicians of our lifetime. And, but all of those variables really make this an appealing possibility for Republicans. And I think we've only begun to see the jockeying that will occur. Johnny Sununu telling a personal friend very recently, I've not made up my mind. I may run, I may not, but I haven't decided. And he's the 800-pound gorilla here on the Republican side. He gets into this race, and everybody else falls by the wayside. I think he might have a primary, but I think it'll be a clear field of any significant opponent. Now, what if Johnny Sununu were not to run? Who would? Well, Senate Majority Leader Jeb Bradley, former congressman, certainly has told friends that he'd strongly consider it. And would that put him in a primary with soon-to-be former Congressman Frank Ginter, who lost to Carol Shea Porter, the Democrat, on November 6th. Most expected that a re-elected Congressman Ginter would have gone right after Shaheen and become the instant frontrunner for that race. But many supporters of Ginter think he was a victim of circumstance, namely a strong President Obama in New Hampshire, and more importantly, a weak Republican candidate for governor that hurt his chances for re-election. And so he should go for the U.S. Senate seat, and I think may well go. And would Bradley and Ginter face each other in a primary? Wow, I'd pay to see that. Ginter, the former staff aide to Jeb Bradley, and by all accounts, they don't have the kind of warm relationship they used to have. It's not negative or nasty or anything like that, but they're not kissing cousins anymore. So that would be much like Jeb Bradley's race against John Stephen for Congress in 2006, that Republican primary. I don't think it would be that negative, but it would be Full Metal Jacket. There'd be a lot of combat there. So, pardon me, I know it's early, but this is a race I can't wait for.